Dota. It was an absolutely great series all the way to the end, despite the. It didn't feel like a slugfest when you think about the fact that it was Lou playing absolutely super consistent with that Arc Warden.
Can I be
Maybe
honest?
here there could be a little bit of error, but then again, this Titan lineup is super experienced. Old 11, Fly, Setsu and the boys, like they're. I think Undyne is the youngest player on this roster. I think he's like 22, 24. Everybody else is like 27, 28.
Dude, I'm 10 times more excited for this game than I was for the Arc Warden Medusa. Like 10 times at least. Like when I saw Arc Warden and Medusa, I knew what we were in for. Like it's just bound to happen, unless Arc gets crushed in the lane and then somehow there's a 20-minute Medusa hitting your high ground.
Look at this roly-poly. They've just gone around each other's. And it is actually Team Bright showing up right behind Team Titan on their high ground. But the ward is there. Undyne might be a bit too far away to catch, but the bubble's there. So the follow-up there for the Stefano strike. And oh, what a onto the 3. Ulu forced out. Undyne to drop. And this Monkey King is going to get traded off by one more hit from Old 11. And Butterfly Effect is cleaning house. Double for the Wind Ranger in mid. He's already got his bottle money. Does he get a triple? A triple it is for Butterfly Effect is just insane for your mid hero.
You know how I feel sometimes when I start the game? Like I feel like it's a waste to buy a bottle. I don't know why, but every time I start with like double kill or I get first blood and all the runes, I have gold for bottle and I feel like, man, I don't want to buy it. I want to buy some stats, you know. I want to dominate the lane. But you're playing into a QoP, extra region definitely will come in handy. Perfect start for Butterfly Effect.
It could be super spicy if you could get something like a Javelin right away, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's overkill.
If you're like a Maelstrom hero, you have the chance to build a Javelin. And Wind Ranger would be one of those and be like, I'm going to be very, very strong on this hero. And it's going to get that early bracer on the Wind Ranger, being universal and all.
Yeah. If I went for Javelin, if that happened to me, top lane Red Panda, the Red Panda might be dead here, even if there's some body blocks. Even without them, I feel like he's dead. There's a Windlace, yeah. No, if I bought Javelin, I'd be missing every single last hit. I'd be under the tower hitting creeps too soon. Bottom lane, Irving.
Oh, Irving might be dropping the Fly, yes he will. Well,
TK
he's trying to battle against Undyne, but it's a fight he cannot seem to win. And Mr. TK, for some reason, showing Mr. FW. I think this is the same guy.
It is, yeah.
Right. This doesn't have it. This have his official name showing there.
I don't know. Maybe it's for you only.
Yeah, could be a bug on my end. Probably need to restart the game once again. But yeah, a couple kills going for Titan in quick succession. They got the kill in top, another kill in bottom. Undyne will just go for the tier 2 tonight. It is a shared bounty. More money for the Wind Ranger. Not a lot, though.
But this game couldn't have started better for him, you know?
And he's been so impactful as well. Like, when you get a head start like this, you just gotta be, you know, drooling. Considering, like, when you have these thoughts like, this is my game. I can't give up this game anymore with this good of a start.
Yeah, definitely the star player of Team Bright. I feel like in good games and he has a decent performance. Doesn't matter. I haven't seen him crushed and, you know, just dominated. I've seen the rest of his teammates had, but I haven't seen him have zero impact. Even in the games that I remember a game yesterday with, I think he was playing Ember. He'd still do really well. He was like 4-1 or 9-1 or something, and the enemy and his team was losing. So
yeah,
star perform, giving him some extra from the get-go might just win you the game.
Potentially good. It will do good for him at least this early on. Finally, in you know, in a bit of a commanding from like you said, from the get-go. Just needs to light the lightning, basically. ride the Gleipnir.
I know that's Seek and Destroy. Never mind. Close.
Yeah, that's not
Is
quite the same.
I think it's the same album though.
But the funny
It's from
time I think about Ride the Lightning, I've got Riders on the Storm on my head for some reason.
Yeah, it's close.
It's close. It's not even the same thing, but it's close, and that's the tune I have ringing.
Completely different genre and everything.
That too, yeah.
But,
all 11.
Close.
Gonna have to jerk around Ulu a little bit here. One more hit to do the trick. Red Panda won't be able to get the connection either with the Shadow Poison. He just dies to Mercy. Ulu doesn't get a kill and loses his support. So
what if you go as Doom with this Swiftness Aura, you die on purpose? You get 100 attack speed. Bam, bam, bam. Easy kill.
Slap, slap, slap.
Buy mana if your Ulu feels bad. What's happening on mid lane? 20 CS on Windranger, 16 on Quap. Close enough. Nothing crazy happening.
The only one having difficulties CS Old 11. He's not doing too bad. He's keeping up. It could be worse. Let's put it that way. I mean, they just scored a support kill with Doom surviving, so that already does a lot for this lane.
Look, this is the lane that they got countered on, right? Like they picked Monkey specifically to own the Doom, so like you can expect him to not have the easiest of lanes.
Are we gonna see traffic at 6 minutes in mid?
Probably. They will be hitting level 6 soon, so some rotations can happen. Lion, really good to rotate this game. Techies, Lich as well.
I like how Windranger almost has like a straight flush in his inventory. You got Racer, you got the Wraith Band, but no Null Talisman, which we're probably not gonna get.
Just needs the null. How do you buff null? What do you do to it?
How do you buff null? I actually need to open up the stats table to see. Probably you can't touch the main stats because it would take away from all the others. Oh, actually, let's look at Ulu getting punished there in the top lane. Monkey King. Getting a chance to turn around as well. It's actually Red Panda who looks like he's going to be dropping first, but they're just going to take both. Make it a baby triple, potentially. Old 11. Can he clean out the kill? It doesn't look like he can.
Yeah. He got disarmed, and there's also sticky bomb. So if you go on TK, chances are you die under the tower. Now that he's healed, nah, not even now. No way. A double kill, by the way. I'm not sure why did he hesitate with Boundless Strike. Like if he hits that Boundless Strike, I feel that he could heal up a bit on Monkey.
Potentially, yeah. Maybe just waiting. Waiting past his luck. I guess sometimes you have all these calculations going in your head and you kind of miss your opportunity by just thinking too long. Classic Enigma player syndrome.
Yeah. Undyne dropping a lot of HP here.
I'll get back to the Null Talisman because that's an interesting question. I'll think about it for a bit. Meanwhile, Butterfly Effect smacks a powerful power shot. The power shot for a reason.
By the way, I believe why he didn't heal is because the stacks on the hero that I was watching were from Shadow Demon Poison, not from the Monkey King. I think that was me being blind. Nothing
Wrong stacks.
Yep.
Could be that too, but it did do a bit of good there for Titan to just continue getting more and more kills. Like they've fairly well recovered from the start of this game. I mean, I wouldn't really put them playing from behind, but Butterfly Effect is the one that has the biggest impact so far, and we haven't even seen him do too much yet. It's just on a 4-0 streak.
They have some control for him. With the Lion, with the Lich, it's not a game that will be completely, absolutely free for Windranger. At the same time, games such as this one can just crush. Like you're playing into a lifestealer. TP top. Big
rotation if he can make it work out. Power shot connects onto Old 11, but this is well read by Titan. They're already in safe. This bottom at the same time. Lifestealer will end up losing his life. So very interesting, bright, big plays at the same time. I guess Windranger TP top because they are already making a commitment in bottom that they're trying to make a counterplay on the side of Titan, but they didn't.
Yeah, TK casually out-leveling his offlane Magnus.
I've got your answer to the null talisman. Give it spell amp. Like 3%. Right, Panda. Get chased up by old 11 Undone and Mercy, so they will get themselves a support kill. Ulu, he's optimistic with this one. Just get hexed up right away into the earth spike, and he needs some help. This boy really needs some help here. Here is the backup. Is it coming from FW? TK does get the disarm and the mines and everything, but Ulu's still dead. Took them a bit too long to get the cavalry. And then you're losing your Monkey King there. Not good.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was you or Snare that talked about Lion, and he's not tanky, but he's susceptibly should tanky, just survivable, I guess, you know, like it's very difficult for him to die. You chase him, he impales you, he hexes you, not in this circumstance, but usually, you know, hexes you, impales you, gets away, hexes you again, impales you again, mana drain.
You know what he is? He's playing hard to get. Well, ult 11. Again, this Lion is just making this chase a little bit harder, but Butterfly Effect, he's popped this DD rune. And again, just nobody to hit. That's the second teleport for him, leading into nothing.
Well, they did kill. Well,
they get the Doom.
Yeah.
But he wanted more with that DD rune, so he's just going with it. Then you have TK with techies dropping mines, farming his creeps.
Well, he's completely fine with his top net worth. He has a javelin now flying in. Meanwhile, Quap on the other side, she didn't move yet from the mid lane. Now, this looks like some smoke, but I don't know how to describe. Like, this smoke is way too much effort for way too little, you know? Meanwhile, Windranger just TP stop whatever, you know? Here I am, I'll power shot. If it works, it works. They might find Monkey.
Pick up the Lifestealer at the same time. RP is going to be used under the tower, and there goes your Lifestealer. And thinking about, you were mentioning a second move to happen here from Titan. It's going to be a bit of a miss, Red Panda.
No, this is
in trouble.
I'm not sure, but Titan, these movements around mid, they are reminiscing me of 2015. Hey, supports, come, smoke mid, let's move. Bro, the game is already over, you know, your safe laner died, the enemy is farming, you wasted 2 minutes early on, you know, 2 minutes, 10 minutes in the game are worth way more than later on. I mean, it's...
Yeah, 2015 was not kind on supports. You always got to go to your mid player instead of your mid player going to you. He's going to occupy the courier because he needs his item more than you do. He's telling you to put a ward here and there. Then you have to upgrade the courier as well because your ganks are failing and you don't have money to upgrade it. And you just got this donkey going all over the place.
I feel like maybe the reasoning behind this, because Setsu is an amazing quad player. I feel like he's getting ganked. Let's see. Didn't connect.
An attempt was made.
They are still trying though.
Yeah, a lot of traffic in mid, but not that much action. Ult 11 though, he's right next to Irving. Irving pushing in the wave. To the tier 2 tower at 11 minutes. They see the Doom in bottom, and they smoke up in mid, potentially make a move. Fly is aggressively farming on the dire side of the map. But they're still looking to fight for that 12-minute rune. Mercy hiding in the trees, has Finger ready. Undying, no level 6 on the Lich. But he could get it mid-fight if things go well. Mercy, gonna get hit by the ulti from Red Panda. Oh, very good Sinister Gaze there. Buys some time for Mercy, but he's still gonna end up dropping to Red Panda's ulti. If only you had something to turn things around with. Say Chain Frost? No.
Say Sonic Wave?
Say Sonic Wave, yeah.
Go win Sonic Wave the techies, he probably dies. He's on half HP as is. I'm not sure. I feel that Setsu might be feeling a little bit too pressured.
He's playing PB.
He's just playing like a broken man, you know. Like this, and this Windranger got a triple kill, and it got to him because Windranger obviously after that won the lane, and Queen of Pain didn't get as much, and now he's worried to make moves because he's already behind.
Yeah, he's playing Dota2, the MMO game. You know, gotta get your gear, kill more creeps. Maybe then you can kill the big raid boss Roshan, hit some towers. Never PvP. Sometimes it be like that.
Yep.
He has 1 assist since the first fight of the game.
He doesn't have the resilience items yet, you know. Once he
yeah.
gets those, he's gonna go.
Imagine if there were like tier set bonuses for building particular items in like
Hell
having
yeah.
specific items in your inventory, and you get extra bonuses for that.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah, developers' nightmare would be the already interactions in Dota, and you got to start building particular items on a particular hero to get some more buffs.
Let's say if you have Aghanims and Aghanims Shard, then you get a bonus.
That's easy. Doom dropped onto the Magnus in the bottom lane, all 11, and Mercy. The suck is there, but here comes the smack as they go. Doom is dropping very, very fast to the Monkey King. Mercy still on the suck versus Irving, trying to find a finger target. It's onto Red Panda. Setsu moved in to die. Ulu find himself a double kill, maybe even a triple, as Undyne is the last guy remaining from this fight. Butterfly Effect comes in to squeeze that 1 extra right click for the kill on the Lich, and it's a 4-2 trade.
By the way, we were talking a lot about MMO and resilience items. We didn't mention that Magnus has an Orchid, so that's a really nice pickup. If you're playing into a Lifestealer, into a Quap, brings you more catch, but not just catch. It's like he can't rage, he can't blink. Just a really nice pickup, and very early on, it just completely changes the way Quap and Lifestealer can play. Suddenly, you can't risk going in without raging, pre-raging, or as Quap, you just can't go in. You need to be on the outskirts.
It's a very, very smart route. Like, again, like an item changes the way you approach the game. Again, like you could go for your standard build on Mang. What are you gonna do? You have 5 items in an inventory, can't land 1 spell. So if you have an Orchid, already makes things a whole lot easier because, like you said, it can't rage and Quap can't jump.
He could perhaps go for an instant blink as well, right? Like just queuing that up. But I do like the Orchid. I like it a lot. It's unconventional, kind of cool.
Ulti does pop onto him at the same time as Red Panda is right in front of him. But Butterfly Effect, well, Mercy will suck to death. Well, TK. Oh, that's a big one if you can get the Quap. And yes, he... Oh! That's a bullseye right there. Big kill off of the Quap. Undyne might get a Sinister Gaze off, and that is a anticlimactic Frost Chain, or Chain Frost, as it only just hits Red Panda once.
Kind of feels stumpy a bit at this point. Like, Lifestealer does have an armlet of Mordigian. He does have it completed, but do you think it changes a lot? I don't think so. At the moment, he's not ready to fight. What's he gonna buy next? Do you think it's some Dezo, Radiance? What's the build?
You have to be ahead of your opponents when you're playing Lifestealer. The hero concept hasn't really changed that much from what it is. You've got Slark and Lifestealer who always hate playing from behind. And you need, like, an item advantage. I don't think any particular item is actually going to change the game from his perspective. So you just build what you build, right? That's just how I see it. I don't see any item on Lifestealer changing the game. It has to come from someone else.
Yeah, I agree. He's missing.
But would you like Radiance or Deso?
I'm not sure. Like, Radiance is pretty good here for some mischance versus all these right clickers.
I think you accomplish more with Radiance, considering how much split push power they have. They've got Quap and Doom. Doom loves to push waves. Quap is great at doing that as well, also for pushing out enemy waves when you are later on in the game, potentially pushing them away from your high ground.
There's a lot of kite as well. The only problem if you do go for Radiance is you're playing into a Shadow Demon, and that's bad.
True, workaround, yeah. Maybe you build something like Radiance. Okay, you don't actually want Lincolns. Somebody else could build it for you. Just keep it on the Lifestealer the whole time. What about? Okay, I was just humoring myself with the idea of why, but I guess you could build like harpoon Lifestealer. Is that a thing?
He's got 3,000 gold. Honestly, at this point, I feel like he's buying Radiance. There's nothing else, because whatever else, if he was buying a Dezo or something like that, he'd buy a piece already. If he already has a Orb of Corrosion, so maybe because of that, Dezo isn't as lucrative.
Radiance Manta, is that the one?
I think it's not too bad. You get rid of the Orchid.
There's the Radiance line. We're absolutely right about that. Putting money in the bank right now, but Team Bright, 7k ahead, 18 minutes into this one. Triple core net worth lead. Always enjoyable when you are in the driver's seat.
Well, there's no car on the other side even, yet alone the or maybe there is a car, but there's no drivers, because everyone is just AFK on the Radiant side. Queen of Pain can't make plays, or wasn't making them so far. Doom as well, can't do it without the blink.
Here we go with the Aegis. That's a good pickup there for Mr. Ulu. Give him the Aegis, and Team Bright trading for potential tier 1 in the bottom lane. He'll take that trade any day. They might actually come to defend it. There's a TP from the SD. Red Panda's going to take the bait. Ulu's going to be joining in with the fight. Wukong's command perfectly placed as well. Fly has to disengage. Mercy going to get hit by the Boundless Strike. Lion on the runaway. Irving, he's got the blink, and he's right next to him. Butterfly Effect snipes Mercy, and Undyne, the second support to fall. 2 supports for 1. Maybe even more. That's a big one. Butterfly Effect, he's fire ready right now, and he gets doomed up. Hold 11, and Fly with Irving coming in with that big ulti. They will take down that Wind Ranger for the first time, and Ulu, Aegis might pop here. Fly is looking pretty strong here. Setsu jumping on top of Irving. He's dropped the Orchid, and he needs some backup. Can Ulu get there in time? Boundless Strike is there. He needs just a little bit more, and he's got it. Does hurt to lose the Wind Ranger, and Lifestealer gets the teleport away, but it's still a triple for the Monkey.
It's still a pretty good trade for them. They do lose the Aegis, they lose the Wind Ranger, and looking at that fight, you need to be careful, right? They still have to take these fights decently. Gotta be careful not to overcommit.
Ace rune available. He's not quite close to it. Undyne looking to grab it for himself. Lion going to get jumped there by the techies. Does have a lot of ATOS. Bully, there we go. Deleted off of the server. Here comes Fly charging, and Undyne already targeted. And coming to back up as well. Red Panda does drop his ulti. It feels like it's bouncing off of somebody else. The Radiance burn is there from the Lifestealer, but no. They're still going to connect all of their hits.
Yeah, that's what TK even lived. Nice save by the Shadow Demon and Glimmer Cape. Disruption into Glimmer Cape. Techie is fine. Goes back base.
Yeah, pretty rough fight for Titan, because they didn't get to react on time. Life's being in, and at the same time, Lich is just getting controlled and killed, so you don't even get the Frost Shield.
Yeah, they need... What do they need? They need to have Doom before they fight, that's it. The BKB on Queen of Pain is gonna be a bit of a game changer too.
Sounds easy, right? Just have Doom.
Yeah, 15 seconds away. Like, he's gonna have it again. Taking fights without it is difficult. Even with it, it's difficult, because there's a Linken's.
He's in the trees right now. There's some burn onto the wave. A Butterfly Effect not feeling too worried about the situation right now. Shivas jump in onto the Monkey King. They go. Ulu trying to go for the runaway. There's a big chain frost, but it only bounces a couple times. Irving with a turnaround with the RP skewers them in. Undyne down. There's Red Panda and Ulu both falling. Undyne coming in with a buyback on the Lich, trying to turn things around. Irving dead. TK dead. Everyone pretty much dead on the side of Team Bright. Really optimism with that tier 2 push.
Yeah. A little bit optimistic, a little bit cocky. You just, if there's a Doom on the other side, these team fights need to be very calculated. They didn't calculate that. They just went in. They got punished instantly. There's a lot of burst damage still coming from these heroes on Titan. You have Finger, you have Sonic Wave, Doom to disable you. So overall, gotta be more careful if you're Bright.
Got every single ulti off on the side of Titan because the enemy was literally at rock throw distance. And we talked about some of these blink initiators as well. Red Panda has that blink up on that SD. It's gonna take some time for him, but once he does have it, it's another vision provider for these fights because they're landing some really spicy two-man RPs, and all he needs to do is just bring them to you and you'll get some kills. But if you get the SD to also make like these singular plays, catching a singular hero here and there with your Purge, it's Wind Ranger or Monkey King just being like, oh, that's a free kill.
I think I would, if I was Red Panda playing this Shadow Demon, the way I see it is there's one hero that you Demonic Purge, and that's most likely Fly. Everyone else more or less is irrelevant. By the way, he is buying Manta next, so a couple of fights, yeah, they kind of came back into the game. It is still the same. Mercy.
But it could be worse, yeah.
Could be way worse, yeah.
It was 8,000 gold at 21 minutes. Now we're at 4K, so it's been halved. And still in the game. Still alive and kicking. You got your level 2 Finger on Lion. Undyne doesn't quite have the level 2 Chain Frost. That could be a nice extra 150 damage on his ult.
There's a big KB now on Doom. And they want to fight. He's smoked. This could be amazing
time
for
smoke
both of the teams. Yeah, yeah.
It's in the mid, and there we go with the RP. Connection is there, and there we have Doom jumping into the fight too. We've got a lot of ultis thrown around, and it's 3-4 heroes.
Oh my god.
They got the fight to start first, but it's over in less than 3 seconds.
I didn't even see how they disappeared. Honestly, I just... At one point I see the RP and the other everyone is dead. Like, they're initiating from the smoke, but they're initiating just as 2 BKBs were picked up.
Doom
like you have the
and
Doom and Quap.
Doom and Quap, they did 6,000 damage.
Yeah, yeah.
Insane amount of damage. Wind did 0.
Oh, she could hit anything.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's rough. They were the ones who initiated first, too. It's weird to see how powerful of a counter initiation that was from Titan.
They initiated, but they were ready. And you remember yesterday when there was a Doom, I was saying, yeah, this is the hero that if you go on, he's a hard kill because he has a ton of armor.
Yeah.
This time around, everyone has a ton of armor. Like, Lich uses Frost Shield. If you don't purge the target, like, you're probably not killing it fast enough.
It's just the required sustain that they need. Yeah, it was the Shiva's Guard, Wildwing Ripper, or Doom we talked about. Yeah,
they found him.
TPs are coming in. Doom going for the TP out. Sadly, no Basher on Ulu, so can't prevent. He's got the Basher lined up, but doesn't have it quite yet. They're thinking. Okay. Interesting move to head to bottom here. It's also Nightchan is up in minimum 30 seconds. Wouldn't you want to play the top half of the map right now? Does it matter that much?
Yeah. Probably yes. Depends on where you have vision as well. If you're ready to fight or not, if you want to be fighting or not.
I'm very curious about this move towards this bottom half of the map as they're going as a unit. It's everybody here. Roche timer, what's it going to be? 1 minute?
Let's see. 2:30.
That's a long one.
2.5. Yeah, this is even they knew, you know, they knew he's going to respawn and run down bottom.
So 2.5 minutes. That is enough time for Lifestealer to get a shard. Monkey King could get his Basher. Windranger could get his blink. There's 3 or 4 items that could be finished during this time as Roshan is spawning.
Yep. We might see a completely different fight. I like the enchanted quiver, by the way, on Doom. Makes you know why he gets it, because with it he can jump on Windranger. Even if she is in Windrun, you can connect with the Infernal Blade.
True strike. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point there, Mr. Lizardo.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. What's interesting as well, he took the ancient, the Warcam target ancients, and he's carrying the Granite Aura, like 16% bonus HP. Pretty cool, right?
It's
like
pretty
usually
big,
you
yeah.
see, usually you see some Dooms carrying Centaur or something like that until the end of the game.
Yeah,
He doesn't
look
have
at
any
the
ways.
Ancient Black Dragon's HP is increased by 600 with that aura. It's a 4K dragon. Caught in
Dragon
4K.
in 4K. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You got the reference.
Dude,
Wrap around though. Black Dragon just charging in, giving info on everybody. They don't want to hit this dragon, they want to hit heroes. They are scattering all over the place. Old 11 gets Red Panda, but Red Panda drops the ult onto the Doom. He's got that bubble, but he has to use it now to buy some time, keep himself alive. They've already lost Mercy and Undyne, so 2 quick kills already taking place. By from the Lion, Red Panda hiding in the camp, and Setsu shows up with that DD rune. Him. Ulu about to finish up. There we go, Fly. He's now vulnerable and open. Wukong's from the low ground. He saw it coming. If Ulu took like 1.5 steps towards the stairs, that could have surprised the Lifestealer.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He literally needed just to go out of vision, yeah. But he was afraid because the BKB was already wasted by him. So no BKB maybe made him a bit nervous, made him use it a bit too quickly.
And Rosh is
And
up.
Rosh will be down bottom, yep. They are running down there. They could be on time. They will be on time for sure.
And Bright, this fight could favor them because Lion is on a buyback. And they see Fly. Lion and Fly. If they can kill Lion, he's not coming back to contest Roshana. That's a lot of Lotuses, by the way. Monkey doing the dance.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Roshan. Why is Roshan sliding everywhere at this guy? What is up with him these days? Has he just gotten fed up of walking and running the whole time? Just look at this guy. Like, Techies is baiting him out with mines, and this guy's just sliding.
What's cool for me is like his legs don't work, but his tail is moving. You know.
Yeah, the tail is working. Yeah.
The tail is working still.
Oh. Okay, there's a fast catapult running in. That is the Lifestealer, and they're all stacked up. If only you had some kind of AoE stun, but you got AoE damage. You got the Sonic Wave on everybody, and Bright gets deleted.
My God. I feel like everything that I was saying about Setsu being passive in the lane, he redeemed afterwards. He got his farm and now he's just a beast. He understands that he can be the one that goes in. Even if they jump him, they're gonna lose the fight. And he's doing that. Meanwhile, on Team Bright, this is the issue when you have these kind of 2 supports, I would say. Okay, you have the same 2 supports on the other side, but the other side has a hero that goes in mindlessly. On Team Bright, you don't have someone that goes in mindlessly, and they need that. They need someone to cook things, you know? Someone to start shit up. Else they're just waiting. They're waiting for something to happen, and then they get wrecked 3 times in a row now.
Yeah, they dealt 97k damage again in such a short time span. Like, the amount of bursts on the side of Titan is pretty insane.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Bright is gonna have to find a more active way to play this game. They've given away their good lead. They have basically this game's net worth has shifted from an 8k lead to a 5k deficit. So that's a 13,000 gold swing in 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, and we're only at the half-hour mark.
Yeah, they literally won every single team fight. What do you think? What got them to this position? Do you think that maybe Team Bright should have committed for the BKBs a little bit earlier? I'm not sure. Maybe it would have been helpful. Because they lost so many of these team fights just by pure AoE damage. Lich, Finger, doesn't help
I guess
you
you're
versus
right,
Pop.
yeah. Maybe the BKBs could actually be a big impact factor, because there's no real AoE stun either. Like, if you have your BKBs up, you're soaking up a majority of the damage being dealt towards you. And let's see, Bright again opening the fight first. Ulu with his BKB. He's going to soak up a nice amount of it. And the fight is instantly pulled to a bit. Butterfly effect has his blink available. Fly is baiting a bit. At me, bro.
He still has Aegis. He's absolutely unfazed. He has Aghanims, by the way. He went for it. He's going for the Infest.
The Infest Radiance Burn. Spicy.
Yeah. I hate this so much. Come here. Come here, Shadow Demon. Let me enter you.
Dude, that's how much hate Red Panda was gonna get for his 11th death. Doomed by the Doom. Dooming a demon.
It work. Have you ever watched Supernatural? Like, you can still doom a demon.
Yeah, I actually have. True.
Have you?
I have watched all of
Dude.
Supernatural. I'm not lying.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine you watching it. I love that show, dude. I watched it
was
in
great.
high school. Like, yeah.
And the funny thing is, like, the first season, or maybe the first 2 seasons, it's
spoilers. Curve is on season 10. Don't
you have season 1 and season 2. It's such a dark show, right? You wonder, how did this become a hit? Because it became very hip and trendy. Later on, it became more user-friendly to watch.
I'll tell you how. They have 2 cute guys as main actors. As 2
They weren't
leads.
that cute in season 1.
Okay,
season
they
2.
weren't, but they transformed, you know, and suddenly every single emo and goth girl started watching that.
That's the thing. It's like people don't even remember what happened at the start because you got these 2 cute fellas.
Dude, you're such a hipster, Panda. I watched it before, it was cool.
God damn it. I remember when they were when it was coming for the first time, and I got hyped from the sneak peek trailer. I was like, what is the series? It looks really cool. I watched the first episode, and I was like, oh, this is brutal. Like, it's actually a pretty brutal series. But I hope this series doesn't turn to be as brutal. Fly is going to get pushed inside the base, and that Aegis pop, it's so close, they need to get it. No! Catapult shows up and takes that Lifestealer back to safety. Old 11 going in for the Monkey King, forced away. TK on the techies, about to drop. Red Panda also on the run. Irving tries to drop the RP. He does, and Lifestealer is back at full HP. It's just like all of the hard work you did just goes down the drain. Some office workers stole all the credit for the hard work you did, and only just getting the Aegis after your members are dead.
And they might lose the side as well. What do they have? What can they work with? They have Monkey King, but no BKB. They still have Wukong's command, right? Like, they could use the ulti here.
Gotta make it work now. There's the Wukong that's on the Fly. He's getting pushed around as well by this Wind Ranger. They've got the Doom controlled as well, and they might find a kill, but they need more. They need so much more on the side of Bright. Ooh, Fly. On a 1v1 mano-a-mano, it is the Lifestealer that pulls in the victory. There's a jump as well. There is a Red Panda in a Glimmer Cape. Setsu blinks in. He sees him as well. Oh, okay, that wasn't his ulti, actually. I thought that was his ulti that he dropped on Setsu with that Linken's pop, but it was only the disruption. Glyph forced out. Melee Rack's about to drop. Butterfly effect. Nice. Does get the connection with the stun. Gonna get hit by a long-range hit from Mercy. And Fly, he's forcing them away. And there goes your Butterfly effect, Wind Ranger. He had a triple kill to start the game, but he is losing his base. He's losing his teammates. Fly with the triple comes back with a buyback on this Butterfly effect, Wind Ranger. But they're going back to what they started. They started with a high ground siege. They finished the job, and they are leaving.
I have this theory. I have this theory that some teams, some players, they actually lose when they have a good start. They just get too much in their head. They think they're the hot shit, and then they kind of don't buy the improper items. They go into not too greedy. They just go for something that's not really safe. TK.
A world of hurt. Yeah. Oh, they got the Wind Ranger hexed up too, but the fight's splitting up a bit. Setsu is going to jump on him, but hey, we got a finger. We're not afraid to use it. That's the finger to force the GG as well.
Yeah, that's GG right there. Very sad for Team Bright, considering the way it started. If you were this Wind Ranger, you're hovering over the lead Dota right now. You know, you start the game with 3-0. You should be winning it. You crush mid lane. I feel like I praised Magnus for the Orchid on the mid lane, but later on,